Carl Whitmore wore his badge like a crown. He wasn't just a cop in Southpoint, he was the law. White, connected, protected. And he made sure every black person who crossed his path remembered one thing. You don't belong here. Behind closed doors, Carl joked about cleaning the trash. He used bodycams like weapons, turning them off only when he wanted to make someone disappear. Multiple complaints. Dozens of arrests that mysteriously lacked paperwork. Broken jaws. Lost cases. Intimidated witnesses. Tasha Monroe, a black female, walked the streets of Southpoint like she had nothing to lose. Because she had already lost everything. Her brother, Jamal, had been falsely arrested 5 years ago, by none other than Officer Whitmore himself. Carl had found drugs in Jamal's locker during a routine school visit. No camera. No witnesses. No second chances. Jamal was 17. He never came home, but he never faced consequences. Because the system fed men like Carl. So Tasha joined the FBI, not to serve the system, but to expose it. Now, years later, she was back. Fake name, fake past, just real mission. She walked straight into Carl's territory. And waited. Carl noticed her fast. A black woman with smart eyes, new to the block, too confident. She reminded him of every woman who never flinched when he barked orders. So he started the game. You got ID, sweetheart? You from around here? You look misplaced. Don't get yourself hurt, walking where you don't belong. Then the threats began. Pulled over 3 times in 2 weeks. Searched. Humiliated. Tasha kept silent. Her mic stayed hot. Her footage stayed rolling. But Carl wasn't stupid. He knew something was off. So when he followed her one night after she left a community center, he made a decision. He broke into her car. Planted an unregistered Glock. Filed a false report claiming she was tied to a local gang. He radioed in the bust with a grin. Got one. Black female. Dreadlocks. Probably armed. Yeah. Just another statistic. Tasha didn't resist. She knew the play. Hands up. Head down. Let them think they won. The cops roughed her up. Called her names. Laughed when they found the gun they had planted. But back at the station, something changed. Deputy Chief Elijah Grant, one of the last honest men on the force, saw the name Tasha Monroe and froze. It wasn't just that she didn't fit the arrest profile. It was that her ID had a red flag in the system, a flag meant only for federal clearance. So he made a call. And the response was immediate. That woman is FBI. And if she's been arrested, you have a mole. Elijah pulled the body cam footage. But what he found wasn't just damning. It was explosive. Tasha had worn a covert mic, embedded in her jacket. She recorded Carl's threats. His racial slurs. His comment before the arrest. I'm gonna bury this one. No one's gonna miss her. But the most chilling part? The moment Carl laughed while placing the gun under her seat. She'll never see it coming. Elijah forwarded the footage to Internal Affairs and the Bureau. The operation flipped overnight. Carl tried to cover his tracks. Blamed rookie officers. Claimed confusion. But it was too late. His voice was on tape. The FBI had been watching his every move. SWAT raided his home at dawn. They found hidden cash. Unregistered weapons. And a ledger filled with names, including officers on his payroll. Carl was dragged out in cuffs. Same street. Same onlook. But this time, he was the one being watched. Tasha disappeared as quietly as she had come. No press. No statement. She wasn't in it for glory. Jamal's case was reopened. His record cleared. But he never got those 5 years back. Carl Whitmore was sentenced to 26 years. Not just for framing Tasha, but for building a network of corruption soaked in racism and lies. Elijah Grant became chief. Southpoint changed. Slowly. And Tasha? Well. If you walk through the west side of town, there's a mural on the wall. A woman in a hoodie. Head bowed. Hands empty. Underneath, in bold paint. You framed the wrong one. Some people abuse power. Some fight it. And some dismantle it from the inside. Subscribe for more real betrayals, buried truths, and the voices they tried to sill.